Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Fernvalley Farms Beekeeping channel. My name is Vince. If you're looking to watch beekeeping videos, you've come to the right place. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to adjust this hive. I had to combine a hive into this hive is what I did. But all I did the day I combined it was put the newspaper, moved the box over with all the bees, shook the rest of the bees into it, and I didn't take any frames out. There's a whole bunch of frames of pollen with nectar and honey. And I'm going to take some of those out and replace them with empty frames. I don't have any more drawn comb frames, so it's still early enough. I am feeding them. But you can see that video of how I did this at the end of this. I'll link it. So we're going to go in here really quick. I'm going to swap out of this box right here. I'm going to swap out some of the frames that have just nectar and pollen in them with some empty frames to give that queen room to lay. She is laying down there. She is laying. She's doing pretty good. This is a queen I installed, an Italian queen I installed, I don't know, probably a month or so ago. And actually I can link that video at the end of this one too. So, all right, I got the smoker lit. Let's just get to it. All right. Actually got my smoker lit pretty good, actually. Half time I'm fighting with it. I'm always in a hurry with my smoker. All right, spider check. Don't like spiders. Yeah, they're drinking some of the syrup in here. I like to use these hive top feeders. These work out really nice. You can put almost 4 gallons of feed in these things. I'm going to try and do this with no veil. They've been pretty friendly lately, so we'll see. Be nice to me, girls. I'm your friend, remember? One of the tricks to not getting a face full of bees sometimes is when you pop your inner cover, do it really carefully. If you do it really hard, you startle them, it really irritates them. And I'm getting stung already. Not good. What'd you sting me for? Okay, let's put my sleeves down. Okay, so I've got frames in here that have nothing but pollen and nectar. I'm going to pull some of them out. But let's see if they've gotten through the newspaper yet. What's going to happen? I'm going to tear it off. Trying to do this without. Okay, that ain't working. Let's just put it back here for right now. Let me just get these frames swapped out here. I'm going to put these in an empty box and take them back up to the house or up to my barn, get them inside. Actually, this one I might leave. That's got some empty comb. I might leave this one. Let's see. And this one's got some drawn combs. We're going to leave that. I'm sure some of the bees, yeah, there's holes down there. Nectar. There's nectar here. Nectar there. Let's see here. Let's just do it this way. Nectar. This one's kind of empty, so we're going to leave this one. We're going to switch this around. We're going to put that there. This frame has got some drawn comb on it. Already they started drawing it. So I'm going to put that one right in there. Okay, good. This one's got some empty cells. I'm going to leave that one. Maybe it's not as many as I thought. But I know this queen went hiveless, so this queen went hiveless. That made a lot of sense. This hive went queenless. This queen went hiveless. That made a lot of sense. Okay, there's still some, actually, that's not bad. There's nectar there. There's some open frames here. So we're gonna leave that. This one I can see a bunch of. They must be eating this because the other day was full of this stuff. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this to the outside. Usually they'll put their honey frames on the outside, their frames with honey. That they're, come on, let's get over here. Let's put this here. I'm gonna put, I'm also checking to see if the queen is up here laying or not. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put this right here. I know I'm upsetting you guys. I'm rocking your whole world here. Just move this over. Don't get angry. Just deal with it. I'm helping you guys out. Okay, there's a bunch of pollen in here. There's pollen in there. There's nectar on this side. Let me see here. I want to get some new frames in here, but there's actually more frames open than I thought, and they might have been eating it, which is fine. This one's pretty heavy. There's a lot of nectar and capped honey on this one. Same thing here. Take that one too, and we're gonna throw, actually while I'm in here, I'm gonna make some slits. I'm making a few more slits in the bottom of this paper. You guys can all see each other. Hopefully you're all playing nice. There is holes in there. I'll come back. I'm gonna leave it still. I don't like to just take the paper out. I like to leave it in for as long, just to let them all kind of get to know each other. I'm gonna take one of these frames. There's open cells and honey. Open cells and honey. I'm gonna put this to the outside because they do need to start storing for winter also. That one's actually fat. Let's put it this way. I hate when they draw those frames out so fat like that. Okay. Well, I guess that's all I need to do. So now I've got a bunch of open stuff here. Now I've got the queen has got room to lay. This wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I would like to get a bunch of these frames. I need more frames, drawn out frames, so I'm going to take this nasty one out. And I'm going to put a new one here. I'm just going to checkerboard some new ones in here, since I am feeding them, obviously. This one's got some nectar on it, but I'm going to take this one away. Ah, shoot. This one's got... Well, I still got 1, 2, 3, 4... All they're doing is just storing nectar in this one. What do I do here? Let's see. We are going to do this. I'm going to take one of these out. Nope, not that one. since there's pollen, since there's nectar on this one, I'm going to put this to the outside. Take this one out. Put this one right here. Just kind of try and think how the bees do. Usually the bees will put their honey on the outside frames. Not to say the queen won't lay out there, but they'll put their honey on the outside. They'll have their honey on the outside and their brood's usually right in the middle. I will come back at some point and take the rest of that newspaper out. But now there's enough room, and there is a hole in there to where they can get through there. Obviously there's no larvae or eggs up here yet, so. And these frames, I'm just gonna take back up. What I do with this kind of stuff is I either put them in the freezer, which I'm running out of room for, or I just store it so the bees can't get at it. And I use these frames for splits. Depending on how many I got, I might even extract just that a little bit of honey, but there is nectar in there. So if I wind up extracting this frame, that little bit of uncapped won't really hurt anything, but got an empty box down here. I'm going to take these frames up with me. Shake these bees down. Get off of there, girls. I'm off of there. All right, we'll cover them back up. I could give them a pollen patty, but there's a bunch of pollen in there. I probably should. Actually, I think I might have. I think there's actually a pollen patty down here. There is. I gave them one. Ventilation box. Dang spiders making webs back here, catching my girls. I hate spiders. This time of year, those big ugly spiders come out. I hate them things. And the garden spiders come out. Oh God. All right, so that's it. So that hive was combined. What's today? How many days ago was that hive combined? Today's Wednesday. 3 days ago, I want to say. So like I said, all I did when I combined it, I moved the box over, shook the bees from the second box into the top box with the newspaper. They are starting to tear holes in there, but I like to leave. I don't like to leave. You can actually leave that paper on forever, and the bees will clean it all up, and you'll see them dragging newspaper out the bottom, actually. They'll clean it up themselves. But I will go in there another week or so. I'll pull the newspaper off. They should all be playing nice by then. And there's no dead bees on the front, which is good. I adjusted those frames. I put some empty frames in there. I am feeding them 1-to-1 for right now. Once we get, well, the second nectar flow will start at some point. It's kind of starting to die down around here. There's still some flowers in bloom. But once the goldenrod kicks in, once the goldenrod kicks in, they'll start filling them. They'll start storing for winter because there's obviously no honey super on this hive. So once the goldenrod kicks in, they'll start storing that. If I have to feed them 2-to-1, then I'll feed them 2-to-1. But I only got the 1-to-1 on there right now just to draw some frames. That's it. Only reason. There was plenty of honey in there still for them to eat and whatever they're bringing in. So anyways, that is my story. I will do an update on this hive. We'll come back here in another week or so. We'll do an update. We'll see if the queen is up top laying. And that's it. So anyways, like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up are always appreciated. It makes these videos pop up faster. And I will see you guys really soon in the next video. All right, bye.